Hello, my loves. Welcome to a day in the life of a normal person, which is formerly Shower Thoughts. So I'm messing with the name a little bit right now. I apologize. Bear with me, but I think we're going to stay at a day in the life of a normal person, and if Shower Thoughts comes back, I don't know what it's going to, I don't know. We'll just see what the future holds. I had no idea that none of this was going to go this way to begin with. So, if you followed me or like watched any of my earlier things, like, I don't know, it's just been quite the journey. So, we are taking basically, you know what's weird is the timing of all of this. These changes with Shower Thoughts and moving it beyond the Shower Thoughts into tarot, out of the bath, out of the shower, into the bath, out of the bath. Look at you guys. It was, yeah, this is my notes. Just like, I'm serious. I'm trying to learn. My last page though, in my notebook. This is our tarot journey so far, you guys. Learning it every day. It's been cool. Okay, so the cards for the day. Oh, by the way, I am recording this on, I'm so sorry, 4/30/2020. But that really doesn't matter. Welcome whenever you do click on this. The date is irrelevant. Maybe the numbers might mean something to you, but other than that, but it is the day, it's Thursday, which is the day of green, and to honor your heart chakra, which I actually have been getting a lot of readings concerning opening up, balancing, and healing your heart chakra. So this might be your call as well, especially if these cards resonate with you in any way. I'm telling you, it's funny because there's no cups here, but this is definitely, I don't know, a heart chakra message. Okay, I believe we are opening up, we are healing, and letting love in. So, excuse me, I'm not sick. The way that this morning went again, there was another impromptu pull this morning. I wake up every morning around 3 or 4 a.m. And that's when I actually, do my meditating and my cleansing and stuff like that, and setting up and my studying. This is when I ask Spirit, Source, Guides for whatever message they need me to deliver to you. I don't really technically call these tarot readings. These are just intuitive messages from Spirit, from guides that you just need to hear. Okay, from whoever you want to believe that they are coming from, however it resonates with you. But this is something that you need to know. Or I'm just tapping into your energy to let you know that you are not alone, and hopefully, there is some sort of an answer here for you, for something. Anyway, I need a drink of water already. Hold on. Okay, so, this morning, I was led to share that time with you again. So you were a part of my shuffling and pulling of these cards. First card right out the bat was the Lovers. Oh, man. This is one passionate romance. This is extremely... you guys got the hots for each other. Like, this is very pleasurable. Oh my gosh. Pleasurable. This is something. Okay. And then King of Pentacles. He's awesome, isn't he? Pretty, confident. All right. And then we have 10 of Swords. but take this like the death card, kind of. See that sunset in the background? Or sunrise, I should say. Yeah, and she's on her phone. She's not dead. So just don't let that scare you. And then Ace of Swords. That's so cool, dude. Like coming out right after that. That's mega, mega cool. Okay. And then if we have time, which I know we have because it is now, wow, well over 12 hours later. And you're having my bedtime bath, my wind down bath with me tonight, to kind of oh wow, even more synchronicity. What a way to close out this avenue of doing these things. Okay, bottom of the deck, Queen of Cups. I want to read some of that. Ooh, the Hermit. I feel like this is what you had to go through. Yep. Look, that Hermit, because you had to go through to make your decision. This has to do with buggers. Okay. All right, I'm going to stop there. Okay, I'm going to, though, I do like this lady. Where can I put her? Let me put her up here. Okay. You know what? Let me see. I'm really feeling led to read my past notes. There was something, I knew I needed to read something about the past notes, and I felt a little uneasy about it being about the cards. And this is why. I found my 4/2/2020 notes for the heart chakra, Anahata, and which translates into unhurt, unstuck, unbeaten, sound produced without touching two parts. It signifies the state of freshness that appears when we are able to become detached and to look at the situation differently and apparently contradictory experiences of life with a state of openness. This is expansion. Love, acceptance, compassion, balance, calmness, serenity, bliss, peace, harmony, understanding, empathy, wish, desire, hope, thoughtfulness, anxiety, effort, arrogance, vanity, discrimination, empathy, understanding, harmony, clarity, purity, conceit, egoism, pride, covetousness, unity, kindness, indecision, argumentiveness, forgiveness, regret, burning misery. Half are positive and half are negative. Most are neutral. They're self-justifying defense tendencies that perpetrate the ego's limited boundaries. Helps determine what is promoting. Oh, I like that. Yeah, it's our filter. Alright, so I have this written down. I have to remind myself every day that I am thankful for the position I'm in. I am comfortable. I say thank you for this lesson. Oh, uncomfortable. I am uncomfortable, then I say thank you for this lesson. Thank you for clarity and motivation to see it through. You close yourself off to healing and growing. When presented with change and the perception of difficulty, you darken and shrink your heart, soul, and world. Ooh. Somebody needed to hear a heart lesson today. If you want to open up your world, if you want to expand your world, if you want to feel love, this is why they say it starts within you guys. Like, you have to love yourself before you can love others. You heard it. Start taking it seriously, please. You keep telling yourself, you're worth it. And you're faking it. How good has that gotten you this far? Invest in yourself. Your heart has been ticking before you could think of other crap. Your heart has been your life source before you could thank it and without your thanks. It's time you invested in your heart. Love yourself. That happens a lot when I get in the water. Okay, Thursday, 4/30/2020. It has been such a long day. So, yeah, I originally split, because I only had 2 pages left, so I originally split the Lovers and the King of Pentacles in half on 1 page. And there is so much about the Lovers that I did not know. I'm very happy that I got to study it in this way, because we haven't actually had this card yet, you guys. That means we've been working through some shit. And man, we needed this card, huh? All right, so the Lovers is number 6, the 6th major arcana card. If I remember, I'll look that up in my notes again. Oh my goodness, this bath feels sensational. Okay. It is the sign of Gemini, and actually the card is actually labeled the twins sometimes. So this is definitely a twin flame card. Twin flame kind of love, and I will get more to that in a minute. It is the element of air, and the ruling planet is Mercury. I need more light, but I need to be in the water. Okay. All right. So, we have the tree of life behind the woman, and it is wrapped, there's a snake wrapped around it. The snake wrapped around the tree of life behind the woman represents sexuality, sexual desires that took your focus away from the divine. The tree of knowledge, that is by the man with the flames. In typical tarot, my deck is totally different than like most tarot decks. Even like the book that I read my descriptions out of, it's not even your standard tarot description. It's her intuitive description. The creators. Anyway, so, but on my cards, nonetheless, that it does have its flames, which resemble passion, which is what this guy is all about. It does also, though, that tree of knowledge does resemble time and eternity. And we will touch base with that on that as well in a moment. No return from making bad decisions. consequences of innocence lost. That's what those trees resemble. Yeah, you guys. So at first I was like, dang, this is getting deep. This is like some of this stuff I was looking up. I'm like, wait a minute. Am I like reading the devil card? Because this is just... But then I realized it's because the intensity of this love, it goes far beyond our imagination and our understanding and our timeline. This is a timeless love. This is a twin love. This is a soulmate. This is a past love. Okay, this is the everything love. This is the sexual fantasy love, the spiritual fulfillment love. Yeah. Actually, I was just about to say this person's gonna rock your world, because the fact with the snake that represents sexual desires that took your focus away from the divine. Okay, so here's the thing. See, that snake is not part of... I gotta read it the way it all ties together. Okay. Represents relationships and choices. Some decision about an existing relationship. Falling in love, commitment, alignment, harmony, attraction, love, choices, beauty, being at a crossroads, trials overcome, partnerships, a temptation of the heart, values, a choice of potential partners, an aspect of your life will have to be sacrificed. Like if you had a bachelor lifestyle, you're going to have to sacrifice that, but a relationship will be gained, or vice versa. Choosing a potential partner and then turning one down. And just so you know, this choice should not be made lightly. This person that that's coming into your life, like this is long-term, lasting consequences, and that's where like we're talking an irreversible choice. Now, the reason I learned that all of these things were coming up is because in the original tarot, which does have a lot of its faith-based stuff, there's a lot based in the Catholic Church. Okay, like as far as like the pictures, and then I think it was just a prominent theme. Like, look at my cards and how they're different. It just goes to show you basically, like, it's just, I don't know. I forget where I was even freaking going with that. What they are talking about, the Catholic Church, blah, 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 an irreversible choice with love and commitment, that's marriage, okay? Let's see, I did write that down. Yeah, it's an irreversible choice equals marriage, an unbreakable bond. But in reality, we all know that that's like, this is your spiritual soulmate, you know? An unbreakable bond is simply a bond between two souls. It has nothing to do with the Catholic Church. So don't let that just stop you from listening. I'm just saying, maybe it's just simply even like somebody's little cue that they needed to hear to perk up to the message. Remember, this is a general reading for everyone in the world, whoever wants to click on it. It's not even a reading. They're just messages. They're just my ramblings when I get in water. All right? Just take it as it resonates, leave what doesn't. But facts are facts. Intuition is tuition. Never stop learning. Never stop growing. All right, I love you. All right, if you're single, this is your sign to stay true to yourself as you expand and embark on your journey, your endeavors. okay? If this doesn't mean somebody's coming in your way, on your path, like, don't be discouraged, because, I don't know, like, for me, example, if this was my reading, my pull, I'd be like, nope, nope, I need a different card. But you don't need a different card. They're not holding hands, they're not tied together, they're not bound together. They're about to make a decision. Let's see. This is about choosing. This is about making a choice. Let's see. Some decision there is a decision to be made, okay? Angel Raphael, whose name means God heals and represents both physical and emotional healing. The angel blesses them and reminds them of their union and with the divine. This truly is an unbreakable bond. Like, no matter what you do, you just need to. I guess fill in the blank because I stopped writing there. All right, back to being single though, kids. This is your sign that you have overcome all that you needed to, and it's time for you to have absolute self-love, just an unbreakable bond with yourself. I think that's honestly one of the strongest messages of this card. I love that. Okay. The nudity shows that they have nothing to hide from each other. That's a beautiful bond. You have nothing to hide from yourself. I highly recommend standing naked in front of the mirror and just telling yourself how thankful you are for yourself and how much you love yourself. And thank you for doing all you did to get you through this day to day. And if you need to, hug yourself. Heck yeah, hug yourself. It's more of that love. All right. You have a beautiful soul-honoring connection with a soulmate, a life partner, and that the sexual energy is way beyond instant gratification. This isn't lust. It is very spiritual and tantric. I highly recommend, if this is resonating with somebody in your life, coming to your life, that has just entered your life, if you are calling into your life, look up TANTRIC, tantric beats and meditation. Beautiful. Also work on your sacral chakra, but I would start with your heart chakra. Okay. The man looks to the woman, and the woman who watches the angel, showing the path of the conscious to the subconscious to the superconscious, or from the physical desire to the emotional needs to the spiritual concerns. The mountain is supposed to be phallic. Like, I'm telling you, this is like an extremely sexual card. So honestly too, like, it can just be a close friend that you are experiencing just really awesome sex with, to be honest with you. Although there is this twin flame. Just please know that just because it's amazing sex, it doesn't have to be a twin flame or a soulmate. Please understand the difference, okay? I love you. Learn the difference anyway, if you don't know it. Okay, the nakedness again though. Open, raw, honest communication. Willing to be vulnerable and open your hearts to share truest feelings, filled with emerging trust and confidence, and that forms a very powerful bond. This could just be close friend or family relationships where love and compassion and respect flow. You know how it fits. Okay, King of Pentacles. This is the sign of Taurus. Material wealth, business, leadership, faithful provider, worldly success, security, discipline, financial abundance. All the plants and the lusciousness of everything is the highest attainment of material success. And it's control, stability, provides advice and guidance, wisdom, especially about money and business. Perseverance, not just able to create wealth, but also to sustain it over time. Uses his ambition and confidence to generate wealth for himself and others. And he generates his self-worth from what he has accumulated and can share with others. Confident in translating your vision into something tangible and lucrative. Strength, power, seductiveness, there he is. Or she, honestly, because honestly, you might be taking over your kingdom, ladies. Truth, patience, care. All right, moving on to the Ten of Swords. Painful endings. Also, like I said though, bear with me. Painful endings, deep wounds, betrayal, loss, crisis. But now look, like the sunrise. This is your symbol of renewed sense of hope and opportunity. The jagged rocks and the rushing waters, they clear up to a trickle and just little puddles, which resemble solace. And even in times of darkness, there's a sense of peace and calm to be found. This was a painful yet inevitable ending. Yet it was definitely out of the blue or unexpected, and it really rocked your world. Just being pinned down by many things or situations, too much attention seeking in a relationship, and being overly dramatic. And honestly, if this doesn't stop, this is a sign that the relationship is about to end. So just so you know, if that is you, you need to chill out. Stop being so dramatic and needing attention all the time. Go do that naked in front of the mirror thing. That'll take some of your time. All right, feeling hopeless, being trapped by emotions or mental anguish, since the swords is the mind. Yeah, like this dark, bleak situation isn't going to last forever. Say the clouds parting, as with all of the swords. It's the symbol. It's an air symbol. Air is what blows things away and cleanses them, purifies them, and keeps the cycle turning. Exhaustion, hitting a wall. Severing the ties and sticking the nail in the coffin. This relationship is done. Yeah. Wow. Ace of Swords. New idea, mental clarity, success, breakthrough, triumph, victory, inspiration. Can finally see the path in front of you. The hand appearing from the clouds is your symbol of it being from the divine. This is divinely guided. This is being handed to you. Oh yeah. This reading is not joking around at all. Mountains, excuse me. I don't know what this says. Eyes. Oh, the mountains. Okay, I'm trying to remember like what the card looks like in my mind. The mountains in the back, like an Oliver, they resemble the challenges on the road ahead, but that you're going to face with success. That's what they're saying. The sword is the mind and intellect. So this is about intellectual ability, vision, stimulating people and environments, ambition. Card of encouragement. Your mind is on expansion mode. ability to see the situation clearly, open to new ideas, craving stimulation, realizing the truth, focus, making the correct decision. Clear communication is so crucial. That is what this card is telling you. This is a card of justice, assertiveness, and see the world from a different point of view. Because this is your new beginning. Yay! Isn't that gorgeous? That's so stinking cool. Okay, what was that last one? The Queen of Cups. A comforting and therapeutic guide. She is deeply in tune with the inner worlds of emotions. Highly empathetic and creative, she spends a lot of her time gazing out into the waters of the unconscious, and it might be difficult to keep her on solid ground. If this card is you, trust your intuition and feelings in creative endeavors. If you search within, you will find a wealth of creativity and inspiration that will guide you down the right pathway. Wow. Okay, so what I want you to do is I don't know, I hope you can kind of recognize the key words that kind of tie them all together. And I don't know, you ever see those crazy, those shows where somebody looks for the code within the letter or the book, whatever, and they circle certain letters or words, and they omit certain words and letters to create a whole different message. That's what you kind of got to do here. Wow. I have opened up my quantum physics Pandora's box that I have held deep within my soul for far too long. It's funny because of my personality, people think I'm not intelligent. I have bad short-term memory. I have what has been labeled as ADHD. So those tendencies are there still, and I'm working them out. It's funny. They're working themselves out, I should say, as I work within. But I guess actually I shouldn't say that. I'm using those tendencies for what the gifts actually are supposed to be used for. I'm putting reins on what humans like to call symptoms, and I'm using them as gifts. I'm trying to learn anyway. I'm not pro at it. I'm just saying these are steps being taken. I can't wait to just... It's so funny, you guys. You wanted things to go make America great again. Here you go. Getting back to the basics. Across the world. Crazy times, you guys. I think it's beautiful, and I'm thankful to be a part of it. And I think it's just an absolutely beautiful time. I just spread joy, smile through the masks, you guys. Do everything you can to keep spreading joy because it's not being seen, all right? People need to see it in order to feel it when they are not awakened, and that is the mass majority of the public right now. So when you are out and about, if you do get to, if you are at work or whatever it is. 1, be honored and blessed. And be sure to use compassion so that people know that you are kind and of positive energy. We are all empaths. Every living thing is energy, and we all absorb it. So, or, it's not a good energy to be around or whatever, and we pick it up, just have compassion. Realize that it's not always about you. Sorry, this has nothing to do with these cards, does it? Dang. So, I have a feeling because even right now, I really wish I could just dive into these cards more. But what I will say is, if you personally did like these cards, if you would like more cards, if you would like an actual reading or more channeling done, or just to intuitively talk, please message me and let me know, and we can set something up. Okay? Thank you all. Be blessed, and communicate with each other. That is going to be the key to taking this sword out and making it happen. This pain is just temporary. You did what you had to do. If you did read any of these or listen to any of my previous, I think it was just the very last one, honestly. You walked away from that toxic relationship. We had the devil, now we have the lovers. So whatever you just left behind, if this is for your higher self, if this is for your highest good and the other people in your life that you love, go be the king of your kingdom and take up your sword. Use whatever lessons that pain gave you to fuel you and give you that ambition and motivation, okay? All right. I love you. Good night, everyone.